Hello and welcome to In the Library with
Tara!
And I'm Adrian, and we're coming at you from the end-ish of February.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd like to thank you for joining us on this fine, almost spring-like day.
It's not bad out. A little foggy, but
Yeah.
I'll take this temperature over the negatives we had a couple weeks ago.
So for those of you not in the aware, this is our second to last episode featuring Miss Tara.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sorry, guys.
She will be departing us for the greener pastures of West.
South.
It's West.
It's mostly south.
Yeah, but it's still west of here. What is it we are here to talk about today?
We are here to talk about historical plays.
Historical plays?
Yeah.
Like with hobby horses and tin soldiers, that sort of thing?
Historical.
Like hoop and stick? Where they go run and they...
No. I mean, it can.
Not-
It can be whatever you want it to
Not
be.
that kind of plays?
Please tell me that.
Kites?
Oh, playing. I thought you were just trying to randomly listing like old things.
I was listing things you could play with.
That's true. I mean, technically, that's true.
I try. And as
No, plays that are on stage, a show without singing and dancing.
with no singing and or
You can have a little bit, but that can't be the main focus for it to be a play.
So how many songs are you allowed before it becomes a musical?
1, 2's pushing it.
But what if they're like spaced way apart?
So you can have multiple, and it's still considered a play, but then it's considered like a play with music. So you can, but we're just doing just the plays, just like go up on stage and get fully immersed in.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but to be an opera, it has to be all sung, no dialogue, or very minimal dialogue.
I don't know what the rules are. So opera is a different style of singing than just like a Broadway show that you would go to. So it's a completely different style. I don't know if it has to be sung most of the way through or not, because technically there are plays that are mostly sung, like Les Miserables. That one has like 8 spoken words in the entire show. But that's not an opera.
It's not an opera.
I don't know. I feel like you should look up the rule real quick. See who's right.
I was trying to look up the rule real quick. So, according to the Oxford Language Dictionary, an opera is a dramatic work in one or more acts set to music for singers and instrumentalists. It is a genre of music, and it is a building for the performance of opera.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm right. Just because it's the style. I was in an opera once at the Detroit Opera House.
Mazel tov.
Eugene Onegin. It was a German opera.
It sounds like it.
It was fun. I didn't actually sing any opera because that is not my skill. So I was a supernova, which is in opera what you basically call like an extra. So it's basically a stagehand who goes on stage like in costume and in character. So like I was a servant and I came out and I served everybody and then I moved chairs and it was fun. I got paid.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
We all enjoyed getting paid.
Yes. It was fun. Highly recommend going out to the Detroit Opera House.
Go out for an evening.
And so I'm not an opera person because I want to know what's happening. And most operas are not in English. However, being a part of that, when it's like all staged and already, like it does make a lot of sense. And then that opera house, and I'm sure other ones as well, they actually have like a running dialogue happening off to the side. So if you don't know what's going, you can kind of read the lines in English. But with all staged and everything, it made a lot of sense. It's fun.
I had to double check something real quick.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a performance of Handel's Messiah?
I performed in it in high school. The Bedford High School used to, every few years, they would send their choir to perform with them. So, yes.
I was checking to see if that was considered an opera. It is not.
Mm-mm.
It is an oratorio because it does not feature costumes, acting, and scenery.
It's an Oreo?
Oratorio.
That just sounds like a concert. I think it's just a concert.
Well.
Is an oratorio just a concert?
An oratorio is similar to an opera, performing a sacred work in a concert style.
Okay.
So,
I didn't get to see the whole show because we performed and we were in the dressing room. I did get to see a little bit of it. I remember it being a fun experience.
have you ever seen Six, the musical?
No, the Toledo rep did it last summer with their teens, and I wanted to go so bad, but it's when I injured my foot, and I couldn't get there in time. Have you seen it?
I have, and I was wondering if that was considered a rock opera, but
Mm-mm.
it says it's more considered a concert than a rock opera. So what is a rock opera?
It's a musical. 6.
But what's a rock opera then?
An opera with rock music.
Rock opera is a collection of rock songs released as a concept album that tell a cohesive story with distinct characters beginning in the 1960s.
Okay.
So Jesus Christ Superstar is considered a rock opera.
Oh, I did know that. Not a fan of that musical. I
saw a performance once where there was a lot of glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Just so much glitter. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What historical play are you bringing to us today?
I am bringing Lost in Yonkers by Neil Simon. And I might have an ulterior motive.
I know all about this. Now, having recently read this, what made you choose this?
You did read it?
Yeah, I read the whole thing.
Oh. Well, I chose it because I am directing the play at the Toledo Repertoire Theater.
Gasp.
I know. And it's going up the last 2 weekends of February. So when you hear this podcast, it's go buy a ticket and head on out. It's 2 weekends, 8 different performances to choose from. It's a really fun and relatable play, in my opinion. What I find interesting is that it's not like the first play of Neil Simon's. Like when you hear his name, like you think like The Odd Couple, Barefoot in the Park. There's even The Good Doctor. You don't think Lost in Yonkers, even though this was his best play. He won a Pulitzer Prize for it. It was turned into a movie. Like this is actually like the one he got the most praise for. And it's a really interesting story about family dynamic. It really focuses on generational trauma and how each people in this family have learned to deal with that and overcome that trauma, and in the most unhealthiest of ways. Mm-hmm. So basically, this dad, he has to leave his 2 teenage boys with his mother, his emotionally abusive mother, so he can make some money for the family. So they're having their first experience living with their grandmother, who came from Germany and is very strict and no fun and really doesn't want them there. Then they have their Aunt Bella, who they never say what her diagnosis is, but they basically say she's basically a child. So she's 35, but she goes back and forth between acting like she's 7, acting like she's 14. Basically, she got sick when she was little, and that permanently affected her. Then you have Gert, who is awesome because she had slept with her head in a pillow as a child, and now she has this crazy talk where like she's half talking out and then she's like sucking in the air as she's speaking, which always gets a big laugh from our crowd. Uncle Louis in the mob.
I believe it's pronounced Louis.
Louis. He's in the mob. He's great. He's got anger management issues.
As do you. Wait, what?
Huh? I think it's a really interesting play. It's a lot more comedic than people will expect it to be. And I think that we can all find different things in the characters that we understand and can like kind of reflections of ourselves in, because it is very relatable. A lot of us have experienced some sort of difficulties in our life. A lot of us have dealt with some sort of generational trauma, because it just goes down and every generation tries to make it better.
No, I'm going to make it worse. I'm going to do my best.
Oh, your poor children. But I think it's very relatable and a lot more humorous than people expect it to be. Mm. So what did you think when you read it?
I thought it was interesting. I mean, it wasn't to my tastes necessarily, but it was all right.
That's fair. Now, with plays in general, there's a big difference between reading them and then seeing them performed because a single line can be completely changed, all the different ways that it could be said on stage. Every different actor who takes on the roles does something different with it. So I do think that there are quite a few plays that are a lot more interesting once you get them on stage. So I think you should come see the show and then compare it to the play and see which one you like better.
Nah.
Wow. So loved.
I know. It's how it goes. So, who is your favorite character?
Uncle Louie.
Oh, I'm going to tell all the members of your cast that.
I think a few would agree. He's just fun. He's shady, and I would love to play a role like this someday because he goes from 0 to 100 on the emotional scale at the drop of a hat. Like, he really can't handle his emotion. So he seems like this great, like, happy-loving guy, like, doing his thing, but then you say the wrong thing, and he turns on you, and he gets very angry. But as soon as he makes his point, then he goes back, and he's like... So he has this great emotional arc that just goes up and down, and you know he's not going to get any better in his life. But Grandma's a very interesting character as well. She has my favorite line in the show, which is, it's not so important that you hate me. It's only important that you live. She's like, that's something that I could never teach your father. Because she comes across as like this really mean, angry, like person who only cares about herself and doesn't care about anyone else. And it's just because she's dealt with a lot. She lost 2 children. She was in Germany when all that stuff was going on. She came here and had to start from scratch. So she just does tough love because she thinks that's what's going to work. So she's like, I'd rather you survive and hate me than love me and pass away like my other 2 kids.
Yeah.
So it's not a great way to live life or to think, but I feel like that one line sums up Grandma and really explains her.
Right.
Have you read any other Neil Simon plays?
No, that's the only one I've read.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen The Odd Couple?
No.
That is a really interesting one. I've worked on that before. And they turned it into a TV show with Matthew Perry back in the day. So do you know the premise of The Odd Couple?
Is it the same as the old TV show where there's the uptight gentleman who comes to live with the slobby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Same. That's it. And it's really fun because a lot of theaters will actually like gender swap it. So actually, I believe it's Oregon Community Theater right now. They're putting on The Odd Couple and they're doing both versions. So I think you have 2 weekends to choose from, and one weekend is the guy's version and one weekend is the female version. So it's interesting to be able to see the change. I worked on it back in the day at the Purple Rose, and they did a great job on it.
Excellent.
Oh, I know. Neil Simon is a great playwright. His very first show of his that I did was in high school. It was, I think it was The Good Doctor. That was fun. It's my first introduction.
So I decided to forego the more contemporary stuff that you've been watching or reading here. And I went and reread and then watched Romeo and Juliet, which is a historical play.
Not a historical play.
It is a historical play.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's absolutely a play.
It's a play.
And it was historical when it was written.
Please explain, because I don't agree.
Why don't you agree? Why don't you agree?
Which one did you read again?
Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. Because it's not about... There's nothing from history that's in there. It's a love story about the 2 of them. What's historical about it?
That it was set in the past.
That's not what makes a historical play.
What do you need to make it a historical play?
Well, it does need to be set back in time, but it has to have like historical real life events that are happening in it. So like Lost in Yonkers is happening during World War II and right after the Great Depression. So that theme has to be in the show enough. So like they talk about the war multiple times.
Okay. Then does it help that I also prepared Othello, which is about the Moorish conquest?
More than Romeo and Juliet. Still don't fully agree, but...
Julius Caesar, then?
I'll give you that one.
Okay, Julius Caesar it is. So,
Still think we could have picked something different. Not sure we're just sticking with Shakespeare, but I'll give you that one.
because I had a big book of Shakespeare and I really wanted to justify a rewatch of Romeo plus Juliet with Leo DiCaprio, Claire Danes.
You didn't even go for the original movie?
Absolutely. I went with the superior version.
Oh, no.
You got Paul Giamatti. You got... It's such a great film. The Mercutio knocks it out of the park.
Does that one even follow the play?
Yeah.
Does it?
Have you never seen Romeo plus Juliet?
Back when I was a child, but I didn't think it actually followed the real story. Isn't there like a lot of liberties in that?
No.
No?
It is word for word the play.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I should watch it again.
And whenever they like reference a sword or a dagger, they hold up a gun. It's fantastic.
I actually saw a really good version. Like I saw it performed live on Broadway. Orlando Bloom played Romeo, even though he was in his 40s. And he was riding a motorcycle around on stage and like graffitiing a wall.
Sure, yeah.
It was fun. Got front row.
It was kind of in my head because I also watched for the first time Anne Juliet. If you've ever seen that,
I have not. I know it's a big hit right now, though.
Yeah, it came to the Toledo Stranahan Theater, and I went and saw it, and so it was amazing. Romeo's the best character of that, and anyone who has seen Anne Juliet, please leave a comment down in the comment section below telling me that I'm wrong, but Romeo is the best character in Anne Juliet.
I don't know much about it, but I feel like you're trying to start a war.
So, you know the rough plot, right?
I really don't know.
Okay, so the rough plot of Anne Juliet is that it picks up right after Juliet wakes up and sees Romeo's dead. Mm-hmm. But then William Shakespeare's wife, Anne Hathaway, who there'll never be another Anne Hathaway, don't worry about it. They make that joke several times. She's like, why are you writing a tragedy? Like, can't we make this a happy ending for the girl? And so Juliet decides not to kill herself like Romeo, and she goes off soul-seeking with some friends. Mm. Although Romeo just spontaneously comes back from the dead halfway through. And
as one does.
As one does.
I mean, in that story, it does happen.
But he's the best character. He's
dead most of the show.
Well, he's also just ridiculous. But so,
what do you think about the conspiracy that Shakespeare didn't write a majority of his plays?
So, I have no strong opinion. The works exist. Whether they were written by him or by a team or simply ghost written for him.
Well, people have a very clear idea of who they think wrote it.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on his name right now, but
it is what it is.
See, I mean, we'll never know for sure. I think it's very likely. There are so many plays that he wrote. And if you think like nowadays to like John Patterson, for instance, where like he has like
James, but
what'd I say?
John, but it's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
James Patterson. I don't know how I did that.
If your name is John, leave a comment down below.
So sorry, guys. But like he comes out with like 10 books a year, and let's be real, he's not writing those books. Like it always has like the real author's name in small print, but like he looks over it, approves it, and then it comes out.
Writes one or two sentences and calls it like, this is mine now.
Yeah. So I wouldn't surprise me if after so many plays, if it turned into that, especially because back in the day, like as a new playwright, if you didn't have the money to put on the show or whatever, like it would have been like nearly impossible to get anyone to even read your stuff. So it wouldn't surprise me if somewhere along the way something like that did happen. But I do think he wrote the original ones that he did to get started.
Right. So, just to catch our listeners up, if you are interested in Julius Shakespeare by William...
I'm not the only one!
Wow.
You're leaving that in.
Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. It is a historical tragedy first performed around 1599 that explores the political intrigue, betrayal, and ambition in ancient Rome and culminates with the assassination. Spoilers? Is it spoilers if it's like hundreds of years old?
I mean... They should know, yeah.
They should know. So, anyway, Shakespeare writes about Julius Caesar getting assassinated by his friends Cassius and Brutus and the fall of the Roman Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, mine wasn't nearly that old. Mine was written in 1991.
Yeah.
About a family in 1942.
Yeah. I mean, 1991, 1599, it's...
I mean, to be fair,
it's a rounding error in the scope of time.
It's still older than I am.
Everything is older than you are.
Aw, no, it's really not.
Yeah. Anyway, if you've never seen Julius Caesar, do be sure to check out. There's so many adaptations of it.
There are quite a few.
Yeah. Cool.
And if you've never seen Lost in Yonkers, come out to the Toledo Rep this weekend or next weekend. It's last 2 weekends in February. Tickets can be found on the Toledo Rep's website. And we've got evening shows at 7:30. We got some matinees at 2 o'clock, so lots of options.
Absolutely not. Well,
and then make a comment and tell me how much you loved the show. I can make comment stuff too.
On that note, let's turn our topic to what's going on at your local library. I'll start us off with Children's and YA Book Swap. February 23rd, 2026. That's a Monday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. in the community room of the Bedford Branch Library. Bring your children's, juvenile, and young adult books and swap for new ones. This event is for families and teens. Light refreshments will be served. For rules and registration, please check out the calendar events.
Coming up at the Bedford Branch Library is Conservation with Toledo Zoo. This will be on Sunday, March 1st, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. There is registration, so please register online or come into the branch and we'll help you out. Join us for a presentation and discussion of the Toledo Zoo's conservation mission, prairie installation projects, and horticulture operations. We'll also discuss tips for making small changes that have a big impact, like gardening with native plants, something we're very big on here at the Bedford Branch.
Yeah. Have you been to the zoo?
Like in my lifetime? Yeah.
What's your favorite animal at the zoo?
At the zoo.
You're talking like somebody who's never been to the zoo.
I know, because I wasn't expecting that. I would say the giraffes, because junior year of high school, we had our prom at the zoo, and it was really fun. They had like the carousel open for us, and we were right next to the giraffes, so we got to go like see them like in the dark while we were in our prom dresses.
Okay.
What's your favorite animal at the zoo?
All the frogs. I love going to the reptile house and just staring at the frogs.
Oh, the reptile house is fun.
Yeah.
Their new aquarium's nice too.
It is. TCG night begins. Well, it already began. It began on January 8th. But join us every Thursday at 5 p.m. at the Bedford Branch Library for trading card game nights. Come play Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, One Piece, Yu-Gi-Oh!, and more. All ages are welcome. No registration is required.
What game is And More? I haven't heard of that one.
Oh no, it's and more.
And More?
Yeah,
I still
it's
haven't heard
about
of it.
it's about the actress. It's fine.
And More. Who's And More?
Oh my! We'll talk about this after the podcast. My goodness.
Mandy Moore?
No, Ann Moore.
Who's Ann Moore?
You don't know Ann Moore?
I feel like you're mixing up names.
No. Okay, just read your thing and then we'll come back.
Coming up at the Bedford Branch Library is Movies from the Decades. This is the second Wednesday of each month at 1 p.m. Coming up on March 11th will be Some Like It Hot, which is from 1959. This is free and open to all ages. Come on out. We put out chairs. You can bring a blankie if you want. We'll supply some snackies like popcorn. It's a grand old time.
And the Bedford Branch Library is pleased to present March 16th, 2026 from 6 to 7:30 p.m. We'll be having Quizzical Trivia Night. Teams of up to 5 persons are invited to compete in a multi-round trivia competition. Refreshments are provided. Register online.
Where?
Online.
One more time.
Online. That one is being hosted by yours personally.
It's a grand time.
You won't know. You're not going to be there, so you don't even know.
But I've gone to quite a few of them, and I've even won.
So she says.
There's prizes if you win.
There are prizes.
Come on out.
All right. If you happen to be watching us on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the ring bell for notifications of future updates.
If you're listening to us on Spotify, please like our episode and please like our podcast on a whole. It'll help with the algorithm.
Also, if you happen to be listening on YouTube, please let us know your favorite role from Anne Moore down in the comments below.
I gotta look this up. I'm so confused right now.
Anne Moore, who appeared in Grey's Anatomy, Vegas,
Who
Life.
was she in Grey's Anatomy?
Check. What?
Who was she in Grey's Anatomy?
In Grey's Anatomy, she was Penny Gibson.
Oh! To be fair, kind of stopped watching before her character became a thing.
Well, that's on you. Anyway, yeah, please be sure to check out Lost in Yonkers.
Yeah, at the Toledo Rep.
And this has been In the Library with
Tara!
And I'm Adrian.
Bye
Bye now.